My bad, I lost track of the time. Oh. I presume you're here for a reading from S.O.A.R. by Louis T.E. ManyCouches. Excuse me. Passage 60. Some thoughts spurred from the satirical or serious undertones surrounding the question of the existence of aliens and the alleged disinterest of many folks, likely due to the tremendous fatigue of traversing the societal industrial complex. Aliens may show us the way to no-cost living, incomprehensible abundance, and monumental ease. Each of these transcends agenda-laden artificial scarcity, as well as countless other nefariously and corruptly oriented proclivities of the occupants of this watery marble with our various macro and microcosmic conflicts. The occupants of this majestic planet, a home we treat so recklessly, have a strange affinity for things like representation and leadership and control in all their overt manifestations and poorly constructed disguises, as opposed to good faith self-governance and good faith interpersonal dynamics. One wonders if we are ready for the voluminous variables surrounding the departure from such frail modes of functioning. One wonders if we deserve such abundance, or if we need a few more millennia of the Dark Ages. '61. Stockholm Syndrome species, can you hear these cries for help? Screaming from eternity, from the caverns of the self, suggesting that your worth transcends the pendulum of wealth, serenading you serendipitously toward harmonization, hope, and health. 62. Genesis 3:11. Who told you that you were naked? He asked. Have you been eating from the tree I forbade you to eat? Two questions asked. Only the latter answered, in all its responsibility deferring glory. First by the masculine energy, then by the feminine energy. The serpent wasn't even interrogated, and interestingly, was the only entity in the story that didn't defer responsibility. That's neither here nor there, though. I digress. One question, in many shapes, still rings through the ages, begging for an answer. Who told you that you were naked? Who told you that you were unclean? Who told you that you were not enough? Who told you that you were incapable? Who told you that you were less than? Who told? You? '63. Myopic mindsets, off-balance pirouettes, self-catching dragnets, totality subsets. Ancestral secrets breed generational regrets. For fear of pride threats, proliferating trauma vets. Dark night of the soul sweats. We are the we threats. We are the winning bets. Infinite wavelets. 64. If the good die young, hopefully the old die good. 65. The billions bow down to the thousands. The thousands divide all the billions and cast lots. And cast lots for the trillions. Let me start that over. 65. The billions bow down to the thousands. The thousands divide all the billions and cast lots for the trillions. The billions attack one another. The thousands run safe for their cover. The thousands rejoice in their opulence. The billions cling to imaginary friends. Reason sits back, watches, and despairs. Neither comes to the shore of her able defense. Regardless of all of this chaos, infinite creatures behaving like slaves. Sudden death will be the end of these playoffs. We'll all know it's just shadows in caves. Shall we put an end to this madness? Shall the billions and thousands mature? Let there be love, peace, and balance. Let us transcend this thick cultural manure. '66. One possible way to mitigate unchecked arrogance is to always bear in mind that no matter who you are, there can arise inconvenient times to have to take a shit. '67. Eventually it ends up not mattering, for it had always been energy. '68. Why borrow yesterday's or tomorrow's worries only to pay interest on them now? '69. We carry out the miraculous only when we realize it is ordinary. Have a beautiful day.